let's do the transformation. This is a tutorial on how to transform Ultra Magnus from his robot form, which is how he comes in the box. So the first step you want to do is you just want to remove his arm missiles. Just go ahead and remove those. Okay, and then you want to unpeg this joint right here. And basically what you want to do is you want to fold out this entire assembly and just pull it all the way out. So basically that's what you want. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to fold it all the way out. We're just going to fold it all the way out. And you want to just kind of angle those. Okay, so then the next step you want to do is these side panels right here. You want to unclick them. When you unclick them, and you don't want to too far down because then they'll get latched in here. But basically what you want to do is you want to be able to untab the chest chamber, and you want to lift it. And you want to tilt the head downwards to allow for clearance. And then you can bring the head back up. You want to flip them around. And then right here you want to untab this section. Okay, and you can go ahead and put the head down, and then what you want to do is you want to rotate this all up, this entire assembly up. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to take this. It's like kind of on a swivel joint, but there's a peg here, and there is a hole right there, male and female, and you want to rotate it until it snaps into place. Now you have to kind of pull it, because if you don't do that, it won't. If you don't do that, it won't fully line up. Okay, and then what you want to do is then you want to. There's this piece right here, which I almost forgot about. You want to actually pull that piece out, and you actually want to do that before you unfold all this. So let me uncurl all this. So you want to, there you go. You want because that's gonna come down and cover Ultra Magnus's head. So once you got that piece down, then you want to fold this back in just like that. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to uncurl these so that you bring these up and unfurl this, because what's going to happen is it's going to plug in just like that. So now you can see we have the cab section. And then what you want to do is you want to, easier way to do it before you do that, you want to take your finger and you want to bring out the wheels. And it can be a little difficult sometimes to get it because you have to kind of, there you go. And then you can close that. And then this piece, it's on a swivel. You can see that little swivel. And then once you do that, you can then close. And then you want to push his head down so that you can bring this piece down right here. Okay, so that's, his head's gonna kind of like come back, and then so it's just gonna kind of sit, and it's a little weird, but then like you just want to get the camera, then you just want to enclose this, and then you want to do the same thing over here. You want to fray it out, and then just kind of squeeze it, and then obviously, you know, I already did it, but that's basically it. And the last thing is you want to make sure it's kind of there. So that's basically it. That's the cab. The cab is all done. And we're pretty much at home stretch at this point. And then the next step you want to do is you want to grab these until you hear it click. Just kind of pull it. And sometimes this, there you go. So this one has a little bit of tendency not to do it. Okay. So then at this point, what you want to do is you want to lay them down. Now, this is an issue with this copy, but essentially this is supposed to be locked in, and then you can bring it up like this. But you can't transform this without it falling off. But it has a tendency to fall off. But basically what we want to do at this point So what you want to do is you want to take this piece right here and you want to twist it. Okay, you want to turn it like that, and then this piece is going to fold inwards, just like that, and then this is going to fold, and it's on like, you want to push it, and then just kind of lay it flat. Okay, now for the legs, there are two ways you can do this. You can either do it, this way, just like that. I found it easier to do it this way. So what you want to do is you want to fold it in, and it already kind of went. So when you, out of the box, it was extremely tight. And then once you do that, you can just go ahead and lock them in. So now the legs are locked in together. Okay, and then once you got the legs locked in together, then you can grab these pieces, and they will fold upwards. Okay. Now I'm doing this. This is the best way to do this. Now, I always tend to forget this. So what you want to do is you want to lift this piece up and then just push it with your thumb. And it's on a sliding joint. Okay, so that's done. All right. So now there's these panels right here. If you did it correctly, they should line right up, just like that. Locks right in. So now you're locked. So that's all locked in. Okay. Now these pieces right here, you want to take them until it snaps in. So there's little pegs, and it snaps in. Okay. We're pretty much done. We're pretty much at the home stretch. Now for the arms. All right. So for the arms, what you want to do is you want to rotate. You want to pull this out. Well, actually, no. The best way to do this is you just want to you want to turn it and you want to rotate it this direction. Okay. Because then this is going to come out like this. All right. Now, you might be wondering about this. We'll do this in a second. It's easier to do it this way. So then you want to clip this right here, and then there's a panel right here that pops up, and that closes. Okay. And you basically have one arm almost done. Now, what you want to do right here is you want to make sure the fist is closed. There is a panel. Which side? It's right here. You're going to open that panel up, and it's going to on a little hinge just like that, and then you just close it. Then you want to do is you bring this up, and it is going, you want to make sure it's straight, and it is going to snap in just like that. And then there is this male end and to your female end, and then you plug that in, and then you want to pull this panel, open this, and lock it in, and this side of the truck is now done. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side as well. So you want to rotate this around. You want to pop this out. It can go either direction, it doesn't really matter. Line it up. These little clips right here is what locks this in. And you grab this panel down, then you want to open right here and swivel it and close it. Now you're going to bring it in to here. You want to just kind of use your thumb right here to snap it. Once you do that, then there's these little male and female pegs. Just kind of plug in. They sometimes don't. I notice they don't really stay plugged in. You have to really squeeze them. And then you come to the back here, and same thing, male and female in, plugs in. And there is also a connection back here which you want to push together. And then same thing, grab this panel, move it, and it locks into place. And there's one last thing you can do. There's this little peg right here, little peg. You want to grab it, and then you can pull it, and that basically encloses that. That is the final thing you can do. And then you would pull the trailer hitch out, and then you take his blasters, little rockets, and then they attach here. Oops. And you can orientate them any way you want, and there you have Ultra Magnus in his vehicle mode. Alright, so now we are going to transform him from alt mode back into vehicle, or sorry, back into alt mode. So the first thing you want to do is you want to basically, there are two, you want to lock that in, and then you want to unpeg the rockets. You unpeg the rockets here. Now, there are a lot of ways you can do this. Here's the easiest way to do it. You just push these panels in right here. There's two panels, push those panels in. Take these panels and just kind of, oops, and break them. It's on a friction joint, so it's not gonna break. It's not gonna break. It's on a friction joint. But you wanna basically close those down. Then you wanna do is you want to come up here and you want to pop those pieces out. And once you pop those out, you wanna take your finger and just push them in. And so now those are done out of the way. And then you wanna unpeg there. When you unpeg there, it's gonna unpeg that. And you want to just open that up here. And now, you can leave these, but I find it much easier just to transform the arms right now. So you want to come over here and pop the panel. And you see it's on like a little rotation joint. You just want to rotate it. And then you want to come up here and you want to make sure you pop this panel up. It's a little tight, so don't force it. And like that, and then you want to frail it like that, because then what you want to do is you want to open up these little side panels, which then now you can see you can rotate that. And then once you do that, you want to make sure you rotate it. You want to make sure it's closed, but you want to make sure you just rotate it back around. And you're basically done with it. So rotate it around. Same thing. Same thing. You want to pop these panels and pop this panel up. Don't force it. And then you want to rotate it, lock it, and then you want to hold like at the base here and then just turn it and you're done. And then you want to lift them up, take these panels here and drop them down till they click. Wait till you hear it click. Then take this entire assembly and you want to push it. And you can see right there, you see how loose that came. And then you want to come back here. Now, I didn't point it out when transforming it, but this panel right here has a plug that plugs in this hole. I found that it just does it naturally. So I didn't feel like there was a point to tell you guys in transformation, but I'm just gonna point it out now. And then what you want to do is you want to spur the legs open and then grab it from the waist and grab it from right here and then lift up and pull. Okay, so you're gonna lift, grab, and you want to lift and you want to pull. So now you get the legs straight out. And then since we're here, you want to take these pieces and you want to push. You want to be very careful. You push them down, because they're really, for some reason, I feel like they're gonna break over time. I feel like they're gonna break. And you basically got the leg section almost done. Last bit, you want to grab this piece, and just like I did, this can be kind of tricky. So I found the easiest way to do it is you want to get your finger, like kind of. I found this to be extremely difficult, and I wish there was a panel back here to push in to get them, but there isn't. This panel, you have to there's this little hook right here, and you gotta use your nail. If you don't have a nail, you can get a tool, but you basically do that, and then you want to rotate. Now make sure you're rotating it clockwise. It won't go the other way. You'll break it if you go the other way. Okay? All right. Now you want to take this piece and you want to pop it. And you want to just basically explode this. Now these fold down. We're not gonna fold them down. Then once you do that, you want to take these and you want to just line them up. They should just stop right there. And then you want to fold these pieces down. And you want to take this, and as you do that, you want to grab this, the front of the cab, and just like that. And that's basically it. That's all you want to do there. And you want to take this piece and you want to fold it. And then you want to take your finger and you want to push right here. And get that frail, and then take this and fold it up. Okay, and then close that. Then move the head forward, and you want to do that whole assembly just like that, and then you want to bring this down until you hear it click. And then you leave the head just like it is. Take these pieces and the smokestacks and push them down. Bring this whole section down, just like that. And then you want to bring the head up and you want to push down till it clicks in. And then last thing you want to do is you want to bring this down like this, and then grab that and bring it around. Same thing over here. Now, you can do this part, but I found it just easier to do it this way. And then you want to just collapse this down, in, take this panel and lock it, and do the same thing on this side. You want to bring it down, around, over, and then lock. And then straighten his head up, tilt the arms, and before I forget, to complete the look, you take the missiles, and now it has, I've been kind of doing where those arrows are pointing upwards, those little fins, but yeah, you just kind of push them in, just like that, just kind of jig them in. And then now we have Ultra Magnus in his robot form.